shore, we reclaim the land. Grit and glory in every strand. In Jersey Shore, we make our stand.
Hi, I'm Constance Ditzel.
And I'm Nelsa Gonzalez. Together, we're running to represent you in New Jersey State Assembly, Legislative District 5.
Did you know that New Jersey schools can keep a secret file if your child begins a gender transition without ever telling you?
Or that lawmakers are pushing a bill that allows 14-year-olds to receive mental health counseling without a parent's knowledge or consent.
Even suicide hotlines aren't required to alert parents when their child is in crisis.
Parents deserve a voice.
Families deserve transparency. We need legislation for the next generation.
Constance Ditzel and Nilsa Gonzalez approve of this message. This ad was paid for by the Ditzel and Gonzalez LD5 campaign.
Hi, I'm Constance Ditzel.
And I'm Nelsa Gonzalez. And together, we're running to represent you in New Jersey State Assembly, Legislative District 5.
New Jersey is out of control with its high taxes. As of 2024, New Jersey is the highest state in the union in corporate taxes, and New Jersey is the second highest in property taxes.
New Jersey is the third highest in income tax and in the upper 50% of states with its sales tax.
The New Jersey Assembly and Senate have been under solid Democrat rule for 20 years. They have created these policies.
Listen, the Democrats have left you.
It's time for you to lead them.
Constance Ditzel and Nilsa Gonzalez approve of this message. This ad was paid for by the Ditzel and Gonzalez LD5 campaign.
Its staff and management or our sponsors. WVLT, Clear Communications Incorporated, retains the right to record all phone calls this program for future promotions.
Don't move. Stay right where you are. You're listening to Common Sense Radio with Jack Brangan and Peter Sykes, bringing common sense back to Jersey politics.
Ike Sherrill is the Democratic nominee, and Jacl will once again head the Republican ticket.
Hey, this is paid for by Vote for Jack and Pete for the New Jersey State Assembly. Now, here's Jack and Pete.
Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to Common Sense Radio. My name is Peter Sykes, and I'm joined with Jack Brangan. Jack, how are you, my friend?
Peter, I'm doing great.
Yeah?
It's must be Thursday.
Must be Thursday, you know?
You know, I got to tell you, the 295 has been a monster for the past couple of weeks coming down here to Violent, but tonight it was, I don't want to say it was pleasurable, but it was an easy ride coming down.
We were hearing that, brother. You know, the traffic out here gets awfully nasty. Maybe it was the rain earlier today.
It could have been. You know, the day started very nastily, and then it cleared up. Now, obviously, 295 can flip in a moment and be a monster again.
Yeah. Well, the traffic down here in South Jersey is it is hard, brother.
Yeah, and so we have an election coming up.
Do we really?
It's November 4th, and for anyone that's been listening over the last couple of Thursdays, life may change a little bit for you and I.
Yeah.
We are, both Pete and I are running for the State Assembly in Legislative District number 6. There are 20 towns in that legislative district. It's in the Cherry Hill area, and I won't go through all of them, but the Cherry Hill, Haddonfield area, and the towns along the White Horse Pike and Voorhees. And so the election's coming up, and we're also going to pick a new governor.
How about that?
So my position is I don't want a governor named Mikey.
Yeah, or Mickey. I mean,
or Mickey.
However you look at it.
No, that we just cannot allow that to happen.
No, I agree, brother. I mean, look, I feel that if that happens, you're going to see U-Haul stocks on the rise.
Just on the name alone, I think you'll get a lot of U-Haul traffic out of state. So,
well, and I'll tell you, man, the one thing that I keep going back to with her is that she said parents have the option to opt out of a lot of things, but the LGBT curriculum should not be one. And I'm sorry, you shouldn't be teaching things to children.
Yeah. I mean, That's a red flag for me. I mean, if the schools are offering parents to opt out, they shouldn't be teaching anything.
Yeah.
Where kids are opting out.
I agree. You know, did you see that? I guess the NGEA is going to be having hosting
the NJEA. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. They're going to be hosting a drag show for their teachers at the teacher conference.
Well, they do that all the time. You know, they used to be a student-centric organization back years ago, but like many organizations, they've been taken over by the wokesters, and they've got it hard. They've got it bad. You know, they're teaching all the DEI stuff, all the gender identity stuff, and it's supported by the Democratic Party in New Jersey and the Department of Education. So when we get in on November 4th...
Tuesday, what's that, 5 days, Jack?
5 days from now.
5 days, oh my goodness.
Yep, and then we get sworn in January.
All right, let's talk it into existence, brother. I'm with you.
Yeah, so we have a positive attitude here.
I'll tell you what, though, what we're going to need, though, Jack, because, listen, we've been out here, we've been knocking and handing out pamphlets. We need everybody to come out and vote. Jack, I mean, this is calling all Republicans in South Jersey. We need you to come out and vote.
Yeah. If Republicans don't come out, we're going to lose again.
Yep.
And everything remains the same.
Or it gets worse. I think it's going to continue to get worse.
It will get worse. That's the only thing the Democrats really, the only progress they can make is negative progress. And if they get another 4 years... your property taxes will not go down. I will guarantee nothing's going to go down.
Yeah.
Mikey Sherrill claims she's going to call a electric bill emergency or something like energy emergency. She can't do any of that. She doesn't have that power.
Yeah. Well, even Phil Murphy came out and said she can't do that.
Yeah. So this is just a ploy for the campaign. She is a candidate with no platform. Very much like Kamala.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, I think she can maybe speak slightly better, but, Kamala was queen of the tongue twisters.
Right. And this is... Democrats continue to put up weak candidates, so it's... but still, they have their blue contingency in New Jersey, and their slogan
blue
is...
no matter who.
Yep, blue no matter who. You could put an ashtray up with a D next to it, and they would... or Satan himself. I think they would vote for Satan. So, but the point is, the Republicans should have learned a lesson from the last gubernatorial election, when Chitterelli lost by only 85,000 votes.
And how many people stayed home that year, Jack?
There were 600,000 Republicans that stayed home.
600,000.
Just a fraction of that, and we could have avoided all of Phil Murphy.
Well, at least for the last 4 years.
For the last 4 years.
Yeah. We could have jump-started. I mean, listen, hopefully things have gotten to the point now where they're so bad that people are like, yeah, we can't stay home anymore.
Yeah, that's... just be aware, Republicans, if you stay home, we're done. It's... but I got to tell you, there is a lot of energy up and down the state.
And we've been all over, too, right? We've been going to, North Jersey, South Jersey, all over the place.
We've been going all over the state, but we've also been all over Legislative District number 6 since July. Yeah. I mean, we've been handing out literature since July, attending public events, the outdoor concerts, and all those sort of events during the summer. We were at most of them, not all of them, but most of them. And... we would park ourselves at the entrance and the exit, and we would hand out literature. Now, we started with 10 reams of paper. Each piece of paper is a piece of literature. So 10 reams or 500 in each ream, so there's 5,000 pieces of literature that we have handed out so far. And we're into about 4 more reams, so that's another 2,000.
So they've been going out, brother. We've been trying to do our due diligence out here. That's all we
are in it to win it, and we're working hard to earn the vote of the voters in Camden County. It is time for a change. We want fresh ideas, new ideas. Many of you are aware that the Democrats have been running New Jersey for quite a long time. So most of you may or may not know there are 3 houses to the government in Trenton. Of course, the governor is the one that we're going to be voting on next. But the other 2 houses are called the State Assembly and the State Senate. So on the 4th, it's actually a very important day because we're not only going to elect a new governor, but every single seat in the assembly is up for re-election. And that's 80 seats.
80 seats for 40
up and down the
districts.
state. So if Jack Ciattarelli can win, and we can take 13 seats, so we have to gain 13 seats, the Republican Party will have control of 2 of the houses. And that'll be a first time in 25 years.
25 years, Jack. Oh, my God. It's a quarter of a century.
That's right. So, when people say this is the election of a lifetime, for some people it literally is.
Well, for New Jersey.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's only a fraction of my lifetime, but...
Yeah. That's all right, buddy. That's all right. Look, you're still plenty young.
Yeah. So, but for 25 years is a big chunk of time for anyone.
Yeah.
Right. So, and it really boils down to one-party rule. And what have we gotten? The highest property taxes in the entire country. We also have the highest corporate tax now. You may not get excited about that, but when corporations have a high tax, we all pay. Eventually, it comes down to our pocketbooks. They're not eating that tax; they're passing it on. So the other thing about that, what corporation would ever want to move to New Jersey with an 11.5 corporate tax, which is the highest in the nation? Now, the average corporate tax is about 5%.
Well, that's why Delaware was able to have, no, what's that, income tax over there in Delaware for so long, because they were headquartering, a lot of these corporations.
Yeah. So we've got that situation. We have the illegal immigrant situation here that we can talk about in a few minutes, because that has so many tentacles that touches everyone's lives in one way or another. We'll get into that in a little while. And then we have all this stuff with the offshore wind, which is another billions of dollars over the past 10 years have been about $7 or $8 billion down the drain. And now we have these superstructure ports that we have built. We've got the Paulsboro Wind Port, which was a cool $500 million. And then in Alloway Township, there were 2 phases. One was 650,000 or million. Should be millions. Did I say thousands? 500 million in Paulsboro, 650 million for phase 1, and then 600 million for phase 2. And you wonder why your property taxes are going up. This is money that should be going back. Now,
and then they shut off natural gas. They shut off coal. I mean, this is all energy as well.
Yeah. They shut off 2,600 megawatts of power that was generated by these power stations and replaced it with about 14. So, we're in a deficit of 1,100 megawatts, which means we've got to go outside of New Jersey to buy it. And that's why your bills are going up so much, because obviously it's cheaper to generate the power in-house. Well, we're at a deficit thanks to the Democrats. And they not only shut down these power stations, I think for half of them, they destroyed them behind.
Yeah.
They demolished them.
But Mickey Sherrill says that, it's going to be painful, but if you're a good person, you'll pay it.
That's right. She has no solution, because even for Ciattarelli, the solution is going to be difficult, because the infrastructure to back up and restart these plants, even if they're coal powered, it's impossible. Even to get some relief in the short term. The most that we can do is reopen the natural gas, and natural gas is cheap, but it's going to take time to get these power plants up and running. This is not something that's going to be measured in months. It'll probably be in years.
Yeah, well, we got to start somewhere, though, Jack, because, look, the cost on the taxpayer, the cost on your average citizen, is crippling.
Yeah. And I just have a problem. There's something inherently wrong with the Democratic Party screwing up so badly, and now the innocent citizen is stuck with the bill.
Yeah,
right?
Well, it's all Trump's fault, right? Isn't that what they say?
Of course. Well, that's a given.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I think, many people, they're working two jobs. When you get an electric bill that's $300, $400, $500, $600, you're making, life-changing decisions about, do I get my medicine this month? Do I feed the kids the good food and then I'll just have a sandwich? This is the world of the Democratic Party. This is exactly what they want. They want all of us to be broke, uneducated. If they can get you hooked on drugs, hooked on pornography, whatever it is, they want you non-functional is their goal. The non-functional citizen is their citizen. George Floyd was the perfect Democrat. They want someone that's uneducated, hooked on drugs, not healthy, unemployed. I mean, this is their constituency that they have throughout the country. And they're going to do it to all of us if they get their way, because there's not much of anything that's any good that's going on with the Democrats.
Well, that's why we're out here running. That's why we're fighting back against it, Jack. We're trying to be that change and bring us back to what the country was supposed to be.
That's right. This will be an earthquake in South Jersey if we
knock off Lou Greenwald. Oh my God, it's going to be bigger than Ed Durr.
Yeah, it will be. I mean, Lou has been in longer than anyone. He's the longest serving legislator in Trenton, in for 30 years. So he has seen, I think, 7 different governors come and go, and 350, 400 legislators come and go.
Yeah, he's the longest lasting legislator in New Jersey.
So if you want to point your finger at one person for all the ills here in New Jersey, it would be Lou Greenwald, because he has survived all of it. He's got his fingerprints on everything in the last 30 years. And this is not only the wind, not only the taxes, not only the corporate taxes, but the curriculum in the schools.
Mm-hmm.
He's in on all of it. He's big on the transgender curriculum. He is the one where at least there was some compromise where they would start this in 9th grade, that sort of education, and he switched it to start in kindergarten. And, to me, it looks like grooming to me. So, but if we're elected and we're sworn in, we're going to flip all that stuff up ground. The transgender curriculum will be out the door, in the trash can. It's not starting in kindergarten, and it's not going to start in 9th grade. It's going to be gone.
Well, I told you, man, I had this picture that I got, right? And it was from my niece. She's going to high school in one of these schools. And, it's these young girls. Apparently it was Team Pep. So I guess it's the seniors are teaching the freshmen. And they just have an adult sex toy sitting right there on the middle of the gym floor. I mean, that's 17, 18-year-old girls teaching, 13, 14-year-old girls, about sex toys. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. This is, it's in the libraries. I mean, there was this...
we can't talk about them books, Jack.
Yeah, we'll get thrown in jail and turned off, but the Freedom to Read bill, which was passed about 6 months ago, actually allows books into school libraries that violates I'll call them the obscenity laws in New Jersey. I mean, they're right on the edge.
You've seen the people at school board meetings where they try to read passages and they shut them down immediately. Whoa, you can't say that here.
That's right. That's New Jersey. That is us. These books are in the library. Many of them are artistry drawn. There's no actual photographs, but there'll be high quality
pictures. Yeah,
pictures. Many of these characters look like teenagers. I mean, they look like minors. And what do? They're showing and this is where we could get in trouble.
All right, so let's not describe it. They're showing bad things, adult acts.
So this is the sort of thing, if you took these books out of the school library and went to Cherry Hill in front of Wegmans Food Market and handed these out to kids, you'd be thrown into jail.
And that's it. We got to get this stuff out of school, man.
Yeah.
We can't, our children, they used to be our most precious commodity, Jack.
And they still are.
Back to that. We need to get back to that.
Yeah. So November 4th, out with the old, in with the new. The Democrats just represent nothing but trouble. They have nothing to offer. Mikey Sherrill, for whatever it's worth, is the best they could do. And, I mean, she not only has no platform, she has the worst sort of baggage that she's coming into the campaign. I mean, a cheating scandal. Was it the Naval?
The Naval Academy, yeah, back in the 90s.
It is such a privilege to go to any of the military academies, for any young person to go to the academies. And she abused it. I mean, she has an obligation to her superiors to be truthful. And apparently, she's not. She chose not to. I don't know what the situation was, but I find it inexcusable considering the taxpayers are paying her tuition.
Yeah, and then she went ahead and tried to come after Jacl for that opioid scandal or whatever she said.
Yeah.
Well, he's suing her now for that.
That's good, yeah. So there was that. Then there's the insider information as a congresswoman. She sits on committees where she gets information no one else in the country gets.
Defense committees.
The defense committees, and she took advantage of that and bought herself some defense stocks and made herself a multimillionaire. And if she loses, what does she care? She's a multimillionaire, right? She'll be happy to go, and I think she paid a fine. So she made $6 or $7 million, and she paid $50,000 fine.
Oh, well, that's a fair compromise.
So,
and then she's running for the governor of New Jersey. So, you know what I mean? No consequences.
Yeah, so she gets free tuition.
Oh, looks like we have a caller. Caller, you were live and on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Chuck from Florida.
Oh, hey, Chuck. How you doing?
Hey, Chuck.
I'm calling up and just to speak a little bit about what you're talking about, the property taxes.
Mm-hmm.
We have mostly a Republican governor here, Governor DeSantis, and, he had already told us that he's going to be sure it's going to be on the bill in 2026 that we're going to vote to eliminate property taxes. I know you have really high property taxes up there. And, I looked up the corporate tax here in Florida. It's 5.5%.
It's amazing.
S corps, partnerships, and sole proprietorship are exempt. So we have a lot of startups and new industry coming. And, we have no state income tax here in this area. I mean, and plus we have a sales tax. The sales tax is 7%. And 2 months out of the year, we have a sales tax holiday where we don't pay sales tax on things. They have it for the back-to-school month. They have it again in June for the beginning of the hurricane season.
Right.
So, I mean, there's a lot of things going on when you have a Republican governor and a Republican Senate, and Assembly who really wants to do some changes here. And I took a ride recently. We went down one of the highways into South Florida. You would not believe the new industry and the new buildings all moving here. There's new factories, new corporate offices, and in Miami, that's going to become again, depending on the election next week, depending who's going to be the new mayor of New York City, Miami might end up as the new financial center because a lot of those corporations are coming to Miami because we're a much more friendly state for business.
See that? And they're even risking all those hurricanes. Every year you're getting hurricanes down there.
Well, we haven't had a hurricane in this year at all, not a single one.
Wow.
And like I said, again, if you want to speak about hurricanes, I think a lot of those was done by, manipulating the weather. I don't want to go into that. And one last thing I want to say about the energy in New Jersey. When I lived there years ago, they had a coal power plant in Egg Harbor Township, just as you went over the bridge there on Route 9. and they wanted to convert that to natural gas. And the people all complained, we don't want an oil spill in the pine barrens. Now, oil spill and natural gas are two different things.
They are. Yeah.
But the people were just absolutely silly. I mean, I don't know where they got their information, but again, we don't want an oil spill. So I don't know, what are you going to do? But I just hope that the Republicans can take New Jersey and you can see some change. I hate to see the state that I love so much. I grew up there, turning into trash.
Right.
Because, like I said, we really have a family there, and we really love that area. But I want to thank you for the show, and I want to thank you for listening.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Bye-bye now.
Okay, take care. He makes a great point. I mean, here is an example of a state where taxes are going away, yet the revenue is coming into the state by gangbusters.
Mm-hmm.
And the New Jersey has the exact same, the opposite problem. Okay, so I got a couple numbers here for you in 2023. This is the revenue that was brought in to New Jersey.
Okay.
Okay, $51.6 billion. So this is
tax money and anything else.
This is the gross income tax, sales tax, and the corporate income tax are the three big sources of money where New Jersey gets its revenue. There are smaller taxes, from fishing licenses and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. They got to go, but keep going.
So $51 billion. We raised our taxes. We raised taxes, right? And you would think we would make more revenue.
Mm-hmm.
But the following year, we brought in $47 billion. So it went from $52 billion. Taxes then went up, and we brought in less revenue. It went down to $47 billion.
Well, that's because as soon as you start to raise taxes, people are saying, look, I can't afford it. I'm out.
Also, I'm not buying the car. I'm not going to buy the new TV set. I'm not going to buy that house. I'm going to stay where I am.
Which is the problem that everybody's having right now because you can't afford any houses.
So there is a point of diminishing return. The real simple way to think about it, and I think New Jersey Transit runs this all the time, that, they have an X number of riders that they make their financial projections on. But if they raise their fare, they can't make their projections on that same number of riders because people stop riding.
Mm-hmm.
It gets too expensive. And so they bring in less money, and they raise their fare again, and even more people. So this is this thing called the Laffer curve. It's a point of diminishing return. And I think that's where we are now in Jersey.
Well, that's exactly it. I mean, we have to completely reverse course, and we need to make Jersey the next Florida.
Yeah. I think it was Pennsylvania lowered their taxes. They've lowered their corporate income tax 1% every year, which is the same thing that Chitterelli wants to do, and their revenue is going up. And this is the magic of capitalism.
I'll tell you, Jack. So let's go ahead and say that Chitterelli wins. When we get it, we flip 13 assembly seats. Okay, all of a sudden Republicans are running the show.
Mm-hmm.
We start to drop taxes, make it more affordable to live here. All of a sudden, we have people coming from Philly and moving back. We have people from New York coming and moving back.
Yeah.
We have people from New England coming down and moving in. Right. Because it's still too expensive in those areas.
Yeah.
All of a sudden we have corporations moving back from those. We're nestled beautifully between New York and Philadelphia. We should have all the corporate headquarters for everything in New York and Philadelphia right here in New Jersey.
Yeah. Yeah, so the budget has been...
And then we start to see that tax growth from lower taxes, right? That's what you're talking about.
We have to take the area... First of all, I think we have to reduce this budget. It's gone up $20 billion in the last 8 years, just in the Phil Murphy lifetime, $20 billion. We have to bring that back down. And there are areas that we can focus on, the discretionary spending. In other words, once we pay our bills, we have this pot of money, which is several billions of dollars that we need to take a look at and decide, make the decisions about wants and needs. So we have another caller?
Yep, we got another caller. Caller, you are live and on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name's Bill. I'm calling from Newfield, New Jersey, and you're talking about being lowered. My taxes haven't been lowered. Send me, and I'm over 65 years. I'm 80. Send me an anchor check for $1,800.
Right.
They sent it to me in September. In November, I got to give it back.
No, that we remember. That's what we were talking about. But no, we're saying that if we can go ahead and get a bunch of Republicans and swing things right now, we can lower them. That's what our hope is. That's what we're hoping for, my friend.
Well, right now, they're not lowered. They sent me a letter tell me how much money I got off my taxes. Anything off my taxes. I have to pay my full taxes every year. Then through the year, they send me bits of money that I got to give back to them again. They're taking my money, and then they're making believe they're giving me something. Say, lower my taxes at the tax office. If you ain't that, leave me alone. How much money does it fiasco that they got going on with sending the money out?
No, absolutely, my friend. And you're breaking up a little bit as well. But listen, we hear you, pal, and we want to try to help change things around, man. That's what we're doing. All right, so get you, all your friends, go out, make sure you vote Republican down the line on Tuesday or before, and let's be the change that we want to see, my friend. That's what we're here doing right now.
Did you vote yet?
Okay. One more to say, if I can.
Sure.
It doesn't related to the state as much as it is to federal government. Now, the Democrats are saying they're standing up for the American people. I want to know what American people they're standing up for. The 42,000 that are going to lose their SNAP benefits, the military who's not going to get paid, the air traffic controllers who's not going to get paid. People have to wait in line to get on there.
Oh, you're breaking up again, my friend.
But we get his point.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. They're standing up for not the bulk of America, not the working class.
Well, I don't know who they think they're standing up for. I mean, they got people that are there. Maybe what they have to say is the crazy people who voted for them.
And that's it. And they're not even standing up for that because right now the Democrats are coming out and saying that we want to make it hurt. We want people to feel this so that they remember this and then they go out to vote Democrat because it's all the Republicans' fault. It's all Trump's fault. That's what they keep saying.
Yeah. This is going to backfire on them.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, sir. Well, listen, thank you so much for calling in. Your phone's breaking up. We've been having a difficult time hearing you.
Okay.
But we got it. All right, and we appreciate you, my friend. And we're out here trying to fight for you and other people like you. Anyway, Jack, so yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Listen, this is exactly what we're trying to fix. I mean, they don't care about Americans anymore.
No, you have to wonder about the Democrats and the Democratic Party. It's a dying party, frankly.
I mean, they want to up the bills $1.6 trillion and give a bunch of billions of dollars for illegal health care.
Yeah. No, they have it all wrong. I think they're going to be on their way out.
I think their party is on its way out completely. Yeah, I think we're watching the death of the Democrat Party right now in front of our eyes.
I think we're watching it, and every move that they make, every decision they make is the wrong one.
Yeah.
The air traffic controllers and, this shutdown is just the latest in a ridiculous, and this is evil. Mm-hmm. This is hurting people. And it's going to hurt children, people
that actually need those benefits. I mean, it's very important, but there are a lot of people out there that need those benefits.
Right. Now, the other thing that it's sort of highlighting is the vast number of people that are on SNAP.
And probably don't need to be.
Because
you're seeing that ugliness come out.
Yeah. So, and then the number of illegal aliens that are getting free benefits as well.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah, so this is, this is sort of pulling the sheets down off of the Democrats. That just week by week, it's another thing. It's just the corruption is endless.
Yeah,
with this party. So we do have an event tonight that we wanted to talk about. This is a Republican event. Most people, maybe you have heard of Scott Pressler. He is very much in the Trump orbit. And he's also the leading individual in the country as far as signing people up for registering to vote.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Early Vote Action, I believe, is his organization.
Okay, so he is going to be at the Battleship New Jersey in Camden tonight, along with Mike Crispy. And Crispy is Atlantic County?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think, I'm not even sure, but he's the head of the America First Republicans. We have two of our friends, Constance Ditzel and Nilsa Gonzalez. They are running for assembly in Legislative District number 5. Now, Pete and I are in 6. If they win, they will be your new assembly representatives for Legislative District 5, which includes Camden City and several towns in Gloucester County.
Areas, yeah.
Alex Bauer, who is also in the Trump orbit. She heads up Moms for Liberty in Bergen County. And there's going to be an event at the Battleship New Jersey tonight at 7 p.m. So this will be one of the last events, actually, before the election. So I know there's a lot of people that are going to be going down there tonight. And it's a free event. Just walk in. There are going to be vendors there, music, refreshments. And then...
and what time is that, Jack?
This starts at 7 o'clock tonight. The doors open at 6 p.m.
Okay.
All right, so right after the show, I'm going to head down there.
All right.
Okay. So what else we got here?
Well, I think we're about to have another caller here.
Okay.
Oh, yes, we do. Caller, you are live and on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Greg. I'm calling from Addison, Pennsylvania. I always listen to your show, and I'm fascinated by New Jersey politics. I'm not really like a political caller, but I just want to express my opinion about our own governor, Josh Shapiro, who's taken money from two times, but only one time made it in the news to aid SEPTA and their mismanagement of the rail and bus system here in Philadelphia. And the roads, all the money that he took to give SEPTA was from PennDOT and road care and bridge work. All that money's gone now towards SEPTA. And SEPTA's crying again for more money for these Silverliner cars to be repaired. And our roads are falling apart. The infrastructure's falling apart here. So I just wanted to say that even though Pennsylvania, in your eyes, is doing well, since we've had a Democratic governor, it's really not.
Yeah. Well, that feeling is mutual, my friend. I believe we have a lot of that same issue with our...
New Jersey Transit.
Yeah.
Same thing. I don't know. Wherever there's a Democrat running things, it's not going to be running well. There is not one department in New Jersey that's running that I would say efficiently. Not one. If you have to do anything with the Department of Motor Vehicles, it can be anywhere for hours up to months just to get an appointment. If you want your real ID, it'll take you a couple months, just to get the appointment. And then you got to come in with all the correct identification.
Yeah, 17 forms.
Yeah, and then if you fail that, they kick you out, and it's going to take another month to get, to come back. So
just a small example. I had worked for PennDOT as a driver examiner about 15 or 20 years ago when the administration started to change from the Pennsylvania State Police to PennDOT being an independent organization. And I would have 28 driver's tests a day. I would fail about maybe 4 to 5 people a day. They called me in the office and they said, "You're failing too many people." And I said, "What do you mean?" I said, "If you can't stop at a stop sign, then you're not going to pass the test." And they said, "Well, we want a little bit more customer service from you." So they couldn't tell me to pass people, but they were threatening me to pass people. I mean, look at the drivers today. You're running red lights, running stop signs all the time. I mean, it's rampant here.
Yeah, and you have illegal aliens that are getting the commercial drug.
Yep, CDLs.
And,
yes. Yeah, I have an A-class CDL myself, and they were issuing these CDLs without even names on them.
Unbelievable.
All right, my friend. Well, listen, thank you so much for calling in. We got another caller, okay? I'm going to have to let you go.
You got it, buddy.
All right, appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right, caller, you were live and on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Gentlemen, good evening. It's Justin Michael Murphy.
Hey,
Justin,
Justin
how are you?
Murphy. How are you, my friend?
Listen, man, it's crunch time. We got early voting going on, Election Day Tuesday. I know how tired you guys must be because I've seen you've been working so hard for about a year now.
Feels that way, brother. I can't wait for a nap.
Yeah, we hit the road running midsummer into high gear, and I've been able to build up a really nice group of people that are going out putting literature out, and really good campaign team. And I hope we can use them.
I have to hand it to the Camden County Republicans and you and Peter, and Nielsen and Connie, some of the hardest working candidates we've had that in a while that I've seen. So we're all pulling for you. We're going to do the right things, and hopefully it'll turn out to have a great night.
Yeah,
we're hoping so, pal. You going to be down to Skeeters?
Of course, I'll be Skeeters. I plan on running around election night, but that's on the list to see.
All right.
Okay, and we'll be hearing from Justin in a couple months or so, right? I'm sure there's going to be maybe an announcement, but we'll hold on, right, Justin?
Yeah, I heard Friday, December 12th might look good.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we'll put it on the calendar, my friend. Listen, we got another caller. Let me let you go, all right? But thank you so much for calling in.
All right, we'll talk to you guys soon. God bless.
All right, bye-bye.
See you, Justin.
All right, caller, you were live and on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Lou from Pittsgrove.
Hey, Lou, how you doing, my friend?
All right, you know what I'm discussing about is that I guess this has been going on for a couple years or so. With the motor vehicle, you got to have an appointment. We used to be able to, in Brangan, just go there and do our business. But now you got to have an appointment, and then sometimes you can't get, they won't give you an appointment there depending on what it is. You got to go all the way to like West Effort or whatever. And the only thing I can figure out why they're doing that is because they got, I guess, so many legals in there they want to give driver's license to that they don't have time to take care of the regular citizens. So they're putting them above.
That's right, Lou. Priorities are backwards, my friend.
And actually, it was our opponent, Lou Greenwald, that supported the bill.
Our tax dollars are paying for us to be able to use them places. And I don't understand why our Congressman, Jeff Van Drew, can't do anything about it. It's ridiculous. And then you got to wait. When you do get an appointment, you got to wait in a big line outside. It's just not right.
Well, you know, I'm pretty sure that the Senate is minority right now as well, right? So basically, Democrats own Assembly, they own the Senate, and they own the governorship, my friend. There's only so much you can do but vote no on things.
Yeah, I mean, it's outrageous. They basically took it away from the citizens.
That's right.
And gave it to the illegals to, give them nonstop driver's license. Just, they got so many of them that it's full of them giving them driver's license, and to where they won't even let us basically use it. And then, whatever you do, you got to have all kind of identification, and they don't have to have nothing. I mean, it's like idiotic,
Well, if on the 4th, when we are elected, just rest assured that once we get in office, New Jersey will no longer be a sanctuary state. And I will push for
that. Open up the motor vehicle agencies to us citizens again, like it used to be, where you can just go there and do your business.
It should only be U.S. citizens, New Jersey citizens in there getting driver's licenses. I want New Jersey to be a denial of service state. If you are an illegal alien and a denial of service, all state services will be cut off. That includes driver's licenses, no access to public school, no work. It will be allowed. You're going to have to either go back, be repatriated back to your home country, or go to another state.
Right.
So,
and I'm assuming that's why they did the motor vehicles like they did, to where we can't. I mean, I can't think of any other reason why that happened.
Yeah, the same thing is happening with the hospitals. If you try to get an appointment with your doctor, it takes months now.
Yeah.
And that's one of the benefits that illegal aliens get.
Yeah, it's not right.
Right.
That's it, brother.
Did you vote yet?
I'll be voting I vote on the day that,
Tuesday.
vote.
Right. So you look for Jack Ciattarelli at the top, and you vote right down the line, all the Republicans right below him. That's the only way you're going to get this fixed. And that's how everyone should vote that's listening to us. Ciattarelli at the top, go right down the ballot.
And make sure you read how many to choose from, all right? Because some people see one name, they choose the top one. Listen, if it says choose two, choose two.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. All right, yeah.
But all right, Lou, listen, I got another call. Thank you so much for calling in, my friend, all right?
All right, thank you.
All right. All right, caller, you are live and on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Damon Gallo from Jersey Shore Podcast, Jersey Shore Radio Show, and I just want to let you guys know I'm voting Democrat. Only if I pass away before the election.
This guy. How are you doing, my friend?
Good. Hey, listen, guys, this is the, like I said in the podcast last night, this is they call it off-year elections because you get the gubernatorial race in Virginia and New Jersey, and then your race. This is the biggest one of my lifetime. I'll tell you that right now. I don't know, Jacl, I know you've been around a little bit longer than us, and you might know about other ones that were just as big. But
No, this one's big. This is a biggie. Yeah. You're right.
So, but everyone has to get out there and vote, man. You guys have been working so hard on this campaign. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable how much work you guys do.
Well, I mean, that caller that called in from Florida really described what New Jersey could be. Mm-hmm. We could get to a point where
we heard you.
We start eliminating things like, the personal income tax. That's it. It is possible if everything else, has been reduced. But if you have a Democrat in there, you will never even be able to contemplate that.
Nope, they don't want their hand out of your pocket.
If the corporate income tax is low enough, companies will move to New Jersey. I mean, New Jersey used to be a corporate center for AT&T and a lot of large corporations. But who wants to stay here? We have to reverse that. Once the companies start moving in, the taxes, you'll start accelerating the decline of the taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Absolutely. 100%.
Gradually, then suddenly.
Yeah. So that's, you're right. The fourth is going to be critically important. The Republicans, we are pleading with you, don't skip this election. You really have. We've learned our lesson the last time. We could have had a Republican governor last time, but everybody sat home. This is the time to flip the state. And, if the Democrats win, they're going to hijack this state, and we're going to be left behind while the rest of the country enters the golden age, and we're going to be stuck back in the dark ages.
So I'll tell you, I mean, we could be on the precipice of 8 years of Republican rule right now to fix all that's been broken over the past 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would rather be... so far, we're kind of known as the East Coast California. I would rather be known as the North Florida.
There
exactly
you go.
Right. We want it to be
Florida.
It's the free state of New Jersey.
Say it again, Jack. Say it again.
The free state of New Jersey. That's our goal.
So I didn't catch it. You guys were talking about it earlier. So I was sending out a text blast to a bunch of mail-in voters that didn't send their ballots out yet. So I just got that done with our buddy Alvin. We just sent it out to everybody.
Right.
For the LD4, that's where I live. And then I know you guys are doing another text blast out there and letting everybody know, hey, get out there and vote. But it was, I think it was 32% came out in 2021 when Jack was on before.
Yeah.
And that was it. So, and if we get 50%, 60%, imagine that. I mean, like I said before, Chris Christie won his second election in a landslide. With 42% of Republicans coming out. And it's not just Republicans, it's independents. It's Democrats that are fed up with the far left Democrats. Either, that are common sense, I call them Reagan Democrats that voted for Reagan. Because Reagan used to be a Democrat, I used to be a Democrat back in the day, but they went crazy. So, and they're ruining this country, this state and this country. And we got two regular guys, everyone that's listening, we got two regular guys, hard-working guys here that are putting in so much time and so much work. All I'm asking is you go out and vote for them. That's all. They're going to serve you. They're going to do great things. And we're just asking you for one day, so many minutes to go in and vote and see your family, your co-workers, your friends. Get them out to vote.
Bring everybody in now.
It's the most important election of my lifetime. Yeah.
Yeah, when we're elected, we will represent the people. And I don't think you have that now. You have Lou Greenwald and Melinda Kane, who represent the Democratic Party, period. They have shoved down our throats anything they wanted. They would rather shape the citizen than listen to the citizens.
Ooh.
You know, so they've turned us into, you know, we got to change it. You know, they don't do what we want, and all of the worst things that you can think of, like the porn in the school and all that sort of thing. They have the votes in the legislature, so they get the way they want. We're going to flip that, you know, on Tuesday and sort of right the ship. You know, get it going.
That's it. Jack, see, you're right. I mean, just think about it. Lou Greenwald's been for 30 years, and New Jersey's been declining for 30 years.
That's right.
He's been in for too long. I mean, why not have regular people that go to work every day and live their lives?
One of the people. That's what I would like to say. One of the, well, two of the people, you know,
Right.
but that's it. We are of the people.
That's right.
That people that aren't politicians, career politicians, that are regular people that see something wrong, like, whoa, wait a minute, what are they teaching in my school? Wait a minute, how much am I paying in taxes? And just people that just step up and say, you know what, I'm going to try to do something great for my district and for the state and for this country. And I think it's a bold move that you guys are doing. It's great. I mean, you guys have been working very hard. I commend you for it. And I think you guys complement each other very well as running mates.
Yeah, I think that's true not only with Pete and I, but with Constance and Nilsa. I mean,
of course,
you know, we are not former mayors or former freeholders or former commissioners. You know, we are not part of the deep state here in South Jersey. We're parents. You know, we're husbands, wives, grandparents, and you're right. I only got started when I caught wind of the New Jersey State Learning Standards, and I saw that they were going to start teaching kindergartners all this transgender stuff, and that just seemed too much for me. And that's what got me going. And the further you look into New Jersey, there are just, you know, you get more irritated the harder you look.
Yeah.
You know, so this is an opportunity here for everyone. 600,000 people stayed home last time. We can't repeat that. But I got to tell you, I think I'm feeling something's different now. We have the wind to our back. When we're out on the campaign, people are tired of the taxes. We do every so often run into the woke tard, you know, that'll give us a hard time.
Well, you know, look, I'll tell you this too, though, right? We need to make it too big to rig, just like Trump's election, because, you know, once again, we have, you know, the Pamela Lampett situation where she was partners with Lou Greenwald on Assembly for the last 18 years.
And where is she now?
County clerk of Camden County, now in charge of all elections.
That's right. So this looks corrupt to me.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that it is, that there's anything going on here, but it appears like there's collusion.
It's a bad look.
Yeah, it's a bad look.
Yeah, well, the law says it, actually. And the appearance of impropriety. You should repeat yourself. It's NJSA 52 E7 or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. But what she should, if there's a perception of impropriety.
Right. So if people don't know, Lou Greenwald has been in the Assembly for 30 years. 18 of those years.
The last 18.
The last 18, which, by the way, that for all the legislative districts, there are 2 seats. So Pete and I are running for those 2 seats. And to Pete's point, right, if you vote for me, you vote for Pete right afterwards, because there's 2 seats that have to be filled.
Fill in both circles, please. We're begging you.
Yeah. But Pam Lampett was Lou Greenwald's partner for the last 18 years. And, the Democrat shuffle took place where she resigned 6 months ago and ran and become county clerk. And they backfilled with Melinda Kane, who was, I don't know, she was a freeholder or something. She was part of the swamp. And they put Pam Lampett over the vote counting, the Board of Elections. So she will certify the election. And she's going to be certifying her 18-year work colleague, Lou Greenwald. And this really does not look good. It's just a bad look.
Yeah?
Yeah, I know you guys are right up against the hour, but I just want to say here in Gloucester County, most people probably know about it, but I was going to remind them, they go to court twice because the county clerk, and then again, no one's accusing Pam Lampett of anything, it's just the perception of the propriety of what the law says. But the county clerk here, they're trying to impeach him now because he changed the ballot illegally. The judge ruled they changed it legally, and the first judge did. And then they made him pay back $26,000 of campaign funds that they put out there to say vote this column, and then they changed the ballot. But then that judge didn't change the ballot at the polls. So, but then they had to take it to an appellate court, and then they changed the ballot back the way it legally should be at the polls. But the damage was already done with mail-in ballots. The Democrats spent $26,000 to cheat, pretty much. That's what it was. It's a drop in the bucket for them.
The Democrats are always just right on the edge of, actually, I was going to say at the edge of it being illegal, but in some cases they are illegal.
Yeah, it was illegal. Judge ruled it illegal. Yeah. So
Jack, I
all right, guys, listen, I know you're coming up on the top of the hour. You guys are going off. I'm going to go to Battleship tonight for that event with Scott Preston, Mike Christie, and all that, and Skeeter's Pub. Election party.
That's right. I'll be there tonight, and just review here. There is a Make New Jersey Great Again, and Scott Pressler, Mike Crispy will be there. Constance Zissel, Nielsa Gonzalez, and Alex Bauer will be there. 7 o'clock tonight at the Battleship, New Jersey, in 100 Clinton Street in Camden. So.
Yep. We also have Colonel Rob Maness, U.S. Air Force retired, and Beth Sawyer, former Assemblywoman, with Steve DiOrio. Our buddy Steve's going to be out there, too.
Steve, yeah. He got his show on Saturdays at 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll be back with my show next week.
Are you sure? Because, look, man, we're just discussing
you
it.
guys are doing pretty good, though. I don't know, man.
I do miss you over here. I'm taller than you, so that's a good thing. But, we do miss you over here. Your little feisty presence.
Yeah.
Maybe we just need 3 seats now, I guess. It's going to be a battle.
You got 3 mics.
Yeah, we can make that happen.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
All right, Damon. Okay. Appreciate you, my friend.
Good show.
Okay.
I'll see you later, Jack.
All right. Take care, Damon.
Bye.
Damon Galdo, I'll tell you what, he's moving the needle, I feel like, when it comes to Republican, over here in Camden County.
He may be the, the godfather of the...
That's what I like to call him. I like to call him the godfather.
I mean, we sort of maneuver around Camden County, but Damon's all over. He's in Gloucester County, Camden County, Burlington County.
On the phone with the chairs all the time, trying to make different things happen. I mean, he's really doing his thing over there,
Yeah. So I hope, I think...
And he's going to be running here come 2026, So look, everybody here, that's our next congressman right there going against the Norcross machine.
Yep. Same thing with Justin. I mean, we have Justin, Damon, the two of us. I mean, we have...
oh, man, could you believe that power ticket, Jack?
Yeah.
I mean, look, guys, we're coming here. We're fighting for you. You got to fight for us.
Right. And all of us, I think, are on the right track. And none of us, like we mentioned, we're not part of the deep state. We're not part of the swamp. We're trying to drain the swamp and get this state back on the road to being the free state of New Jersey that it should be.
The Northeast Florida, baby.
Yeah. And actually, the idea of getting rid of the personal income tax, I sort of like that idea.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, hunting and fishing permits, all of it, Jack.
Yeah.
They got their hand in our pockets on everything. We need to get rid of all of it.
Well, I think
inspection stations. You know, look, man, I'm telling you.
I think we need a good dose of Doge. You know, we'll Doge the financial systems in Trenton and find out where all the money's going.
Yeah. Well, that definitely is something that we need.
Yeah. The other will just apply a little artificial intelligence. I hope Chitterelli has a department of artificial intelligence because we not only need it to Doge all of the financial systems, but we really need to apply artificial intelligence to every department in the state.
All right, Jack, it looks like we're coming up. We got 1 minute left.
Okay.
Any final thoughts here, buddy?
Well, again, next Tuesday is D-Day.
That's it.
And if you have any questions, you can about Pete and I, you can log on to votejackandpete.com and just read through our positions. It's a pretty easy website to maneuver. There's all types of stuff out there about different opinions and different positions that we have. So that's votejackandpete.com.
That's it, everybody. Listen, remember, if you haven't voted yet, get out there and vote. Early voting's still going on right now. We need everybody to come out and vote. If you want to see the change, you got to be part of the change.
Don't
come
skip
out
it.
and vote now. All right, thank you all so much. You guys have a great night.
The following is a paid political announcement.
Attention, Clayton voters. In your heart and in your wallet, you know it's time to elect a new and different man to serve as your mayor. After more than 14 years of stagnation and one-party rule, Ron Pinchik offers new insights and a fresh approach to governing your home community.
Hi, I'm Nelsa Gonzalez.
And I'm Constance Ditzel. Together, we're running to represent you in the New Jersey State Assembly, Legislative District 5.
We support women in sports. We support them in their safety on the field and in their locker rooms. We support them playing against other female athletes and with the same competitive advantage.
But our Democrat Assembly and Senate in Trenton hesitate to sign a Fairness in Women's Sports bill. This means that the daughters and granddaughters of the women who fought in the late 70s for the women in our schools have to start the fight all over again. Women support women.
We need legislation for the next generation.
Constance Ditzel and Nilsa Gonzalez approve of this message. This ad was paid for by the Ditzel and Gonzalez LD5 campaign.
Hi, I'm Nilsa Gonzalez.
And I'm Constance Ditzel. Together, we're running to represent you in the New Jersey State Assembly, Legislative District 5. Have you heard of Murphy's Law? It's an Irish saying that says, if anything can go wrong, it will. Let's look at Governor Murphy's Law in New Jersey.
New Jersey has invested billions of your tax dollars in wind farms along our shorelines. Yet, they shut down natural gas and nuclear energy with no wind farms in operation.
We need a change in direction. Poor planning has resulted in you paying more for your utilities.
We need a change in leadership.
After 20 years of Assembly and Senate Democrat rule.
Constance Ditzel and Nilsa Gonzalez approve of this message. This ad was paid for by the Ditzel and Gonzalez LD5 campaign.
Just righteous pride in this one big voice, it's our time. Generation fighters take the stand. From shore to shore we reclaim the land.